Yo. Bakilla! Fam? Family. Wagwan people. Just here to share some little things with you guys about the music journey. How it has been, and I also want to thank you guys so far for keep supporting me, keep following what I do. Me personally, I just want to say that I appreciate you all. I love y'all. Most of you already know the story from the beginning, and all the new faces that has been following the dream, the work and the progress and the process. A lot of things are coming, a lot of work. It's been it's been quite a journey, but we still deep on, releasing back to back big tunes, and the love has been massive, and yes, the progress has been great as well. So I just want to use this time and this opportunity to thank everybody and to tell you guys that we are not stopping. The time is now, and yeah man, can't wait to share a lot of works that still yet to come out, and I know you guys would always be supportive with what I do and where I'm going. And I'm telling you, 2022 is the year for the Fun family. You know how it is. You know what time it is. We're big, the family is large. You know what it is. Music is our thing. Most of you know the journey already. Some of you doesn't know. Anyway, if you are new and you're watching this video and you have never seen this face, I'm Bakilla, Afrobeat artist from Ghana, based in Belgium. See? Afro dancehall, you know what time it is, How do I write songs? How do I write songs? How do I write songs? Bro, that's a good question. Well, it depends. It depends on my mood, how I feel. It also depends on the environment where I found myself, the people that I am around. It depends, and also, it depends also on the beat, because we usually write based on the kind of the melodies that we get from the producers, for example in the studios, stuff like that. Where do I get my inspiration from? Well, like I said, my inspiration comes from where I am, what I do, what I see, what I feel, what I hear. Yeah, for me, everything that I see or hear, listen, gives me inspiration to make music. So my inspiration could come from anywhere. It could come from a friend, a family, or something that I do. Yeah, man. What should people expect more from you? What should people expect from me? Well, a lot. I feel like I have a lot to give. I feel like there is so much music inside me that even me myself, I'm yet to find that out for myself. It's a process that that I'm learning. It's a process that I'm digging inside me, and it's a journey. You know, I feel like music is inside me, and I feel like there's so much inside me that I want to give to the people, and I want to show to the people. You know, and more and more as day goes by, as the more creative I get, how it gets more interesting. The more creative I get, the more interesting it gets for me, finding out of myself, uh, giving myself chance to try other stuff, and I feel like I have so much in me that the world is not ready for. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yeah, man. What is my creating process? My creating process. I think I have already answered this question already. It just, it depends. Sometimes I make music when lights, like sometimes when I'm making music, I feel like I don't need to have lights on me. Um, I feel like everything should be dark. It depending on the song. It depending on the mood and the vibe that I am. Sometimes I just feel free, um, like to create with the light on. Sometimes I want people, my closest people, friends or relatives, it doesn't matter, to be around me when I create. Yeah, sometimes I just lock myself in and do my thing, you know. Aside from music, what do I love to do? Um, Aside from music, well, nowadays it's very difficult, but I would say football. I would also say sometimes when I have the little time, I like to watch movies. Um, I like more like action movies, series as well. And I would I would say aside from music, what I love to do is play football. I think. No, I know. What is my target audience? Um, it depends, but I would say for me, I would say women and also the ghetto youth, because I get inspired by life itself and also by my experiences in life, what I've been through from childhood, growing up, from where I'm from, Tamale. Um, Life was very interesting in every way, every possible way that you could imagine, and it wasn't easy, um, but I've learned a lot from it, and I have grown. So sometimes when I create, like for example, um, I make a lot of live music in a sense of suffering, poverty, also um, women, of course. Women are the most beautiful creation there on earth, you know. So yeah, I love to talk about women. I love to talk about love. I love to talk about, yeah, the other side of women I love to talk about, yeah, the design of women, the shape and everything. See this guy. Uh, who is my favorite artist? That's a difficult one. Mm, I love to listen to all kind of artists because I feel like music is so spiritual. Music is so deep to for me to just choose one person to say that he or she is my favorite artist. I think there are times that I feel like listening to certain artists because if they have certain works that I feel like I can relate to, or um, also, for example, I'm a creative person, and there are times that I want to get inspired and looking for something to inspire me. It could be at that particular time of my life that I'm listening to certain artists because I get inspired by him or her. So for me to just point out straight and say this person is my favorite artist, it will be difficult for me because I listen to so many artists, and yeah, each artist fits fits me in a different way. So I would say it depends. It depends on my mood. I don't really have a favorite artist, but I listen to various of music and various of artists. Hmm, what challenges do I face as an independent artist? Wow, damn, bro, that's a big question. Wow. Whew. Well, to me, um, there is passion and there is talent. Um, but aside from those things, nowadays, I would say that music doesn't really depend on um, talent or um, passion. You can have the passion, all right. You can have um, the talent, okay. But it takes more nowadays as an independent artist to be able to get your music across or heard from the people, you know. So, and there are so many challenges to that because right now, if you do not have a management, um, you don't have any possible support or a team that is backing you up as an independent artist, um, you almost, I think not almost, you definitely have to find a way to learn almost everything that is going on in the game. And it's a lot for to have to learn how to market yourself on social media. Um, for example, if you have to work on your own personal pages on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, all those stuff, you know, and have to learn how to be able to market yourself on YouTube. And I'm not saying that it's don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it is impossible. It is possibility that that one person able to do all those kind of things, but it is very, very, very difficult. Because as an independent artist, you finance yourself. At the same time, you play manager for yourself. You market. You are a marketer for yourself, and also have to find another grind to be able to finance your dream and your talent. So basically means that you will either have to go for working like I do. I have 9 to 5 job, but music is my first love and it's my first work. So I basically have to grind to get money to be able to support what I do. So it makes it hard, and it's also sometimes it frustrates. I believe most of these independent artists, as myself, like myself, knows what I'm saying. Having to have to grind for something else to support your talent without having any financial support, without no backup plan, like no team behind you. You almost have to do everything for yourself, you know, and release, and also still have time. And in between all those things, you still have to have time to be creative. You see? And one thing also is you can make a lot of songs, which are good songs, but it's hard to have, it's hard to make a hit song. Me personally, I feel like hit songs is spiritual. For an artist to have that, you need to have a grace from the Almighty. Because each time I personally write song, every time I write any type of song, I feel like it's a hit, and I feel like it's a good song. But at the end of the day, when you bring it out, it doesn't go where you expected it to go or where you wanted it to go. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes also, it could also be for the fact that the know-how of how to get the song to the right people, to the right places, being able to promote yourself properly, and to be able to get through the people, for them to actually listen to what you have to say or what you have for them. So these are, I think, if I'm to speak about the challenges of what, let me just speak on what I face is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because you get to question yourself. We have different types of artists. There are artists that do this because they have a talent and they have a passion for it. And that's it. But there are also artists that wants to make a living out of this music thing, like myself. I see music as my first love. I see music as my talent. I see music as my passion. I also see music as a job. So you will see me make all kinds of sacrifices just to make sure that I get myself heard and or do all I can to have a hit song. And the challenges that I face, I already said some of them, and it is also sometimes it's frustrating because excuse me, when you're doing something with passion and how am I going to say you're doing it with passion, but you also see it as work, for instance, and you invest your time, your energy, your mind, your money inside it because you want to make something out of it. And it looks like it moves, but it moves slowly. So that means you're investing in something, but you don't get anything coming out of it. Don't get me wrong. Of course, some people, you still have few people that follows you that purchase your music as well. But the point is, you don't accept until you blow, and you start to play big shows and you start to actually earn, like, can actually live on music. You kind of lose more on financial aspects in music than you gain from it. So, and it is also, in this case, it is also kind of like a bit of gambling, you know, because those kind of money is what you would use for other stuff. But because music is your first love and is a job for you, you give in your everything and your all into that. You understand? To make it right. So if I'm actually really going to have to go in with the challenges that I personally face as independent artist, it's a whole lot and whole bunch of things. And I know a lot of artists just like myself get frustrated. And sometimes you contact certain promoters and you actually even have to pay them to play your music to the people. And it's also understandable because that's their job also as promoters. So it's a whole lot of things that if we are to talk about the challenges that we independent artists faces, is a lot, quite a lot. Oh, do I have any management? Like I already told you, I'm an independent artist, so basically, I don't have management. I don't have any like solid person that actually finances what I do. So I'll basically say that I do everything myself. Like I already explained about it. I go in with my everything. I go work 9 to 5 and I support myself and still find time to create, hoping that I blow or somebody else sees the talent in me and the passion and also my hard work. Yeah. Do I want a management? Yes, I do. Of course I do. Of course I I would love to have to go work and save the money for myself instead of have to put it again in this work. So of course, if I would be um, lucky enough to find somebody who can support me, or or if I can find somebody, even if the person doesn't have the financial resources but know how to do the job, because in this game, it 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 is not just about the financial aspect. It also has to do with who you know, the people you know, the surroundings that you are. So that's why in music you have somebody that finances you, or where you get your finances from. At the same time, you have like a kind of like a road manager. You see, so if if you have those kind of people, they can actually find a way to get you bookings by linking up with the booking agencies, and trying to put your works into where it's supposed to be without you having to do it by yourself, and them finding a way for you to experience futures with other artists. Is a whole lot of. So for me, I rather have somebody that have the mindset and the will to work with me, because he or she believes in my talent and what I do, and also have the know-how of how to do the business, because money always comes afterwards. But when you have the right people who knows the right sources to get where you are, because there are actually people who make stars, like can really, really make you a star, you know, um, knows, have the knowledge of how to make you a star, I mean a superstar, let's say it that way. And being a superstar is the main goal. So for me, yes, if I'm lucky to find somebody that can support me both financially and also have the resources of connecting what we do together, I mean my work, my passion and my talent, to other people, to other places where my music needs to get heard and where it needs to be. Of course, definitely, I would. Excuse me. I would love to work with that person. And for me, it doesn't matter. It could be anybody, as long as that I feel that the energy is right. Because with me, it has to do a lot has to do with energy. You know, I like my surroundings to be calm, and and people like who has the brains to, and knowing what they like, doing what they know, and um, making sure that they know what they do, because that's the most important thing. Whatever you do, you have to make sure that you know what you do, and where you want to go with it. So, yeah, I I I am open to to meet somebody like that. I mean, that's one of the goals. Yeah. Where do I see myself the next coming year or two? Well, I feel like I'm gonna blow. feel like I'm gonna blow big, like a storm. And I feel like it's very, very near. I can feel it from, 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 from inside me, um, both physically and spiritually. I can feel that I am going to storm the world, and I think the world is not ready for me. Um, and I don't think they are even ready for what I have for them. So, how I see myself, I feel like it could even be lesser than a year. Definitely. I feel like my time is now, and I feel like the doors are all opened, but I'm just waiting for the call or the message or the email. Uh, yeah, to and then the world is not ready, but I know my time is now. I know, and I know that. I know that, and I feel it, and I can also reflect it, reflect it, and kind of hear it from my surroundings, from people. You know, I feel like God, God, God is wonderful. God is beautiful. God is great always. Um, I feel like when you work hard for something and you pray hard, you you give your all. You know, excuse me. When you pray to God, you just talking and praying. You like, you praying to God, and it goes. You pray to the universe to go to the God, to go to the Almighty. Yeah. Um, but when Almighty is answering your prayers, He doesn't calm down Himself. Himself. He He reflected on your surroundings. It could be in your dreams, in your friends, in your families, you know. So I pay attention a lot to the energy around me, because um, I'm also very spiritual. What I mean by spiritual means that I pray a lot, in as much that I have time to create a lot. I'm also the person that have time for God. Um, I always have God with me, whatever I do, wherever I am. I don't joke with my prayers, and I don't joke with my time with God, you know. And because of that, I know God is talking to me through people and and my environment. So me feeling my environment and hearing certain things from people around me comes as a motivation for me to do more. And also I know for sure that God is telling me it's my time now, and it is my time, and 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 I know that. I know I'm going to blow very soon, and I'm going to blow very, very big. And I don't think the world is ready. Yeah. Which artist I would love to work with? Like I said, with me it has to do with a lot with energy. It doesn't really matter if it is well established artists, A-list artists, B-list artists, C-list artists, upcoming artists. It doesn't really matter. It has to do with the energy, if the vibe is nice. That is why for me, to have like a future with an artist, I would love to be in one room, in one seat, like studio, one place, like together with the artist, you know. And I mean together, so we can vibe, have conversation about life, you know, laugh, talk, just chill together, try to, you know, not force it. So that's why for me, like, um, sending vocals across is not really, really, really most of the time my thing, because I love the fact that you don't know a person. It's always exciting to get to know a person. It's always beautiful to learn from other people and to give yourself chance to know or to listen to how other people think about certain situations. And I feel like I already said before, music is so spiritual that like you can't force it. And to have the best music, it doesn't only have to do with just singing music. It also has to do with um, connecting from soul to soul. You might not connect as friends, but you can connect in music. And there are certain type of energy that if you are in one room with an artist, you feel it, you know? And that's why for me, I don't really have an artist that I would just say specifically that I would love to work with, because I want to work with all of them, and I want to work with all the artists that I came across and will still across certain artists in my life. And I know most of these artists that we see quote as the A-list artists, I'm definitely gonna work with a lot of them, even though I have already worked with some of them and few of them. And yeah, both underground, A-list and B-list as well. No, I would not want to disclose which artists that I have worked with, but it should come as a surprise. Just like I would tell people to just watch out from now on till October. Something big is coming, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. It's going to be crazy. It's going to storm everywhere. It's going to vibrate everywhere, like a true pure energy, pure vibration. I have a big surprises for my fans, for the fan family, family. I have big surprises for them. And yeah. Why should people follow me and accept my music? I think earlier of this talk, I have already said a whole lot of things. I feel like I have a lot to give. I feel like there is so much in me that the world is not ready for, But as an independent artist, you're just doing all that you gotta do to blow. So there are certain songs that you keep, or you like. For example, there are a lot of songs that I keep privately because I feel like if I might be wrong, but I feel like if I happens to bring them out now, people wouldn't either, I wouldn't say appreciate it, but it would not get to where I want it to be, So I personally feel like I gotta do or bring out certain songs to first break through, and then I will be able to release certain songs that I have for the people. So what I'm basically saying is that even though I put my best out, but the world is not ready from what is inside me. You understand? Like, I feel like I'm music. I feel like I'm gifted when it comes to music. People, but that is me saying that, you know. People feels their blessings in different ways. I feel like music is my calling, you know. I had music inside me ever since I was a child, you know. But I ran away from it, but it kept coming as it is my calling. It kept coming in and out until I just accept it, and now I'm embracing it, and it's time for me to show to the world what I have inside me. Why music? I feel like some of these questions that I just already kind of answered it when we are talking, but why music? Well, hold on. Music choose me. That's what I said before that I tried to run away from music because it was with me since from my childhood, and I have always been a person that sings melodies or melodies running through my head, and or either I'm mumbling melodies and stuff like that, you know. And I wouldn't say that I choose music. I would say music choose me. You either have it or you don't. And in my case, I feel like I was born with it because I know I was born with it because it's inside me. I've been in studios with artists that just sees that, yeah, it's my thing. It's my music. I am music. What I do is me. It's what I do. I do music and I feel music. I talk music, I breathe music, I sleep with music, I eat music, I make music. No. Not that I know of. Well, yeah. There is this my senior brother in from my mother's side. Growing up, I remember being young, and he was rapping. He was very good in rapping and very fast, you know. And I remember when my first song that I write, I remember when I was growing up, I was writing rap, but like in Dagbani. And I remember there was times when I was writing songs and I could not understand certain meanings and certain vibes. I would have to go to my senior brother, and then yeah, we would sit together, and he would either help me rhymes or find certain words because where I'm from, we they like kind of like a deep kind of punchlines, you know, like how should I say this thing? Proverbs, yeah. And in our music back in the north, they like, for example, rappers that have proverbs in their songs, you know. And I remember I will always had good words, good rhymes, good proverbs, and sometimes I just go to him, you know. Either he would help me write songs, or he would give me what he wrote for me, you know. And I remember the first rap, one of the first raps that I actually wrote was in Dagmali, and I still feel like I could still do something with it because those times as my young age, me writing those kind of verses was deep, and it was actually about peace, you know. I mean, and it was like, um, let me see. Tijana matabanama, lasem ya tijili, ngu utabin shanyama, dinyamali, na waku to doya kabo posri ya kali. Right now I'm going to put my name because now my name is changed to Bakilla, so I'm going to have to do it again. Yeah, it was like Tijanuma, Tabanuma, Lasimia Tijili, Wutaben Shanyama, Dinyamali, Nawaku to Doya Kabo Bosari Yakali, Yamandan Doyamu Bakilla, Mani Yali, Nasasha Tijanum da Angela Zakajini, Katini Yisina, Nukunang Nangban Jini, the Palm Yasulu Kati, I'm funny. Nusukulone biani chinchin piari galeni kutoma shell dem bobra din piari alokni ne da piamlam bun piella na puni ne sabokadanga na le tamdi sandani ne na unkat zora de pala shetani ne kumna mala blandur sa doni. So it with this rap, it is full with proverbs. It's like, I don't know if I can try to, let me see if I can try to translate it. Tiyanama to Banama, Lasemia Tishili. It's like our forefathers, our fathers should gather us and set one place. And go to Ben Shanjama Dija Male and teaches us what is right, what we should do right. What the Ben Shanyama, Dinja Mali, the Waku to Daya, Kabobosari Kali. They can be elders whilst children are going in the wrong direction. You see? And what the Ben Shanyama, Dinja Mali, the Waku to Daya, Kabobosari Kali, Yaman and Demo Manijali. Here's the truth. Me, Bakilla, I will talk. I will talk the truth. You understand? So, yeah, Jamani there were the time our forefathers and fathers and mothers were all together. And we grow up and don't want to unite or have peace. Let's be patient and unite to grow together and yeah, and bigger. The palm is kadi am funny. The school they be teaching Pierre Garland. Whoa, that's whoa. If there is a if there is patience, um, the clothes that the African star, how should I say it, chin chin, um, those things that the African women usually use in our language when they say "Sogloni bien chin chin galeni," it's like, okay, let me just put it this way: if there is a patient and you have like just like a cloth, yeah, and you kept pulling it slowly, and you have patience. Each time you try pushing it inside, and till you are tired, you rest, and you keep coming. There is a day that one day it will get inside. You see, and I remember I did that, and I also think I wrote something about a girl, and it was like Byungulete changa nyama nyasari kasale, Juda pam solo nyama chalen antale. Minang bango pangpa kabulo le nyama solo betabaga gaga kankanse. Juda mambeto matale bejara na jemse. So kande mashada nyama pala kujanzase. Jura azase nyama nyalangu jankwas. So it was a vibe. So if I look at all those things, and you know, I had those kind of raps, and there are more and more and more if I have to go back. And of course, I was rapping in the Bami because, yeah, in the North, you see all those artists singing in our language, and the language is beautiful as well. I had it for a very, very long time because I was born with it. And growing up, playing football, making music, doing a lot of stuff, I threw that away, aside. I mean, not away, aside. I kept it aside until there was a certain time when it was kind of, when you have a calling, like you leave it, and you're doing what you gotta do, and you're doing what you do. There are times that the thing keep coming. Like I said, like the reason why I know I will blow is the same way when music was coming back. It was the same two people, my friends, my environment, people telling me, bro, do something with it, or Bakilla, you have to do something with your talent before you regret it. You have to go into music, you have to, yeah man, you have to move, you have to show your talent, you have to showcase yourself because you got it. And excuse me. Yeah, and I followed them, and I accept my calling, and I am happy that I did, because the more and more I got inside the music, the more and more I was also actually finding myself as a person, getting to know me, myself, what I like, and also my true happiness and desires. And music means so much to me, and music lives in me, and I feel like I said already, the world is not ready, and it is my time, and I'm about to, yeah, show what I have. What would I do if I woke up hearing my music and seeing people jamming to my music everywhere? Damn. This is a massive question, man. What would I do? Yeah, bro. I think I would cry. Yes. I think tears would fall in my eyes. For real. I think, yes, I think I would cry. Yes. But tears of joy. I think I I would cry, and yes, I would celebrate it and embrace it. Because music for me is not just a passion and talent. Music for me is everything. Music for me is a work. It's also a way that I'm using to define myself as a person. You see, like I was saying, like in the beginning, growing up, I had a lot of challenges, you know, and having to do a whole lot of bunch of things to get to where I am and to be who I am right now. So for me, music defines me as a person. Music defines me as an ambitious person. Music also will actually give me what I never had. And this, I would come back to this thing when I blow this year. What I never had. So whoever is watching this thing, I don't know where this video is going. And I don't know how far it's going. If you are a promoter, a music lover, or a fan, or a friend, I'm about to blow the mighty name. Ask me this question when I blow. Then I will answer this question. But music will define who I am. And through from the challenges that I faced from my young age, I know there are a lot of people looking up to me, even way before I accept this calling. So what I do makes a whole lot of sense to them. And me channeling my energy from before into music and me making it happen. I know even if I had in mind that if I wouldn't make it, they are already proud of me and they have already learned, most of them have already learned a whole lot of things from me for doing this and how strong and how energetic person that I am and ambitious of fighting for this. I know they are already proud and they have already most of them have already learned and gotten motivated of what I do and how I do it. But I do know, even there is no room of doubt that I won't blow, because I know I will blow. There is no chance that I won't blow. In the name of Allah, God. There is no chance. I'm not giving no room for that. But I do know me making it possible will not only change my life or only benefit my life, it will benefit thousands and millions of people as well. Those that I know and those that doesn't know me, because I have a life story to tell. But I will tell it when I know people, I have the ears and the eyes and the heart and the minds of the people. I will tell it. Even though as of now, I will sit here and tell anybody, whatever you are, whatever you do, wherever you're coming from, however life might be hard or sweet, whatever you do, don't give up, keep pushing. And you will meet all kinds of people. But remember to give yourself a chance to know who you are. If you know who you are and where you're from, then you know where you're going. Because that would always keep you in check and track. You will meet all kinds of people, good and bad, and they will all come in your life and taught you a lesson. But knowing who you are and where you're from will always guide you to go for what you want and where you have to be. So Music is a whole bunch of a big lesson for me. What do I have to say? My last words to the people. Bakilla! Family. Keep supporting. My people. Go on YouTube. Type Bakilla Music. Subscribe to my channel. I got something special for you. I got a big surprise for you. And I'm telling you, family, this year, we're taking over. We have already taken over, it's finished. But we're coming. This year, we're not stopping. We're moving. So, thank you for watching this. Subscribe to my channel. Share the video if you want to. Motivate yourself. Believe in yourself. Work for yourself. Choose yourself. But never be ungrateful. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to thank God. Don't forget to help when you can. But the main thing is believe in yourself. Work on yourself. Work for the betterment. Be open to learn from the people. Accept your mistakes. And do you. Bakilla! Fam? I'm out. Peace. Love. Family.